It is now my pleasure to introduce Alan Inouye, the Senior Director of Public Policy for the American Library Association. Alan?
Good morning, and thank you, Julie. So I've been in Washington, D.C. for over 2 decades, and I've seen many issues and campaigns and things come and go, and the response on this is really unprecedented from across the country. So it's of course, critical importance to Rhode Islanders, but it's also has an impact everywhere, from the largest urban areas to the smallest towns and rural communities. Within New England, there has been some noteworthy things. For example, the Connecticut State Librarian stated that the Macmillan embargo policy was repugnant, and that was reported in the Journal Inquirer. And for example, the state associations of New Hampshire, Vermont, and Massachusetts all formally denounced the Macmillan embargo policy. So there's been a lot of regional pushback on this policy. And as I mentioned, it extends across the country too. So for example, in the Seattle area, the King County Library System, one of the largest in the country, they've gone on a major campaign. There have been many op-eds. They've had segments on the local TV news. They've reached out to their patrons to ask them to contact the company and complain about this new policy. And in Los Angeles, there was an op-ed in the Los Angeles Times by the 2 major library systems there, the heads of the system, the Los Angeles Public Library and the Los Angeles County Library System. So there's been a lot of national pushback on this whole issue. And complementing what's going on in the country has been what's going on in Congress. And Julie already alluded to a fair bit of that. And so in addition to that, there's also a Congresswoman Jayat Powell from the state of Washington, who's also been very involved and has written formal letters to the CEO of Macmillan. So there have been other members of Congress too engaged. And we've had meetings with several other ones, and so we expect other things to be forthcoming, as well as engagement with the U.S. Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission. So we see it as a strong national partnership at the federal, state, and local levels that's really necessary to fight this kind of egregious policy that just is harmful to our communities. I just want to say that on behalf of the American Library Association that we deeply appreciate the hard work and dedication of the Rhode Island Library Association on this issue and the library supporters within the state of Rhode Island. And so it's the smallest state, but it's the #1 state on library advocacy, on equitable access to information across the country. And so it's been an incredibly strong showing fighting for the public interest. And in fact, ALA sees this as a model that other states could emulate. And so we'll be making that point in the coming weeks as well, and hope that the good work here can spread to other states. And with that, I think I'm done. Thank you.